shared beliefs of teachers. When we talked about socialization, we know that there are some restrictions laid on the teachers. Some of these restrictions come from the community and some come from the parents and the family. The teachers, they try to cope with these values and beliefs in order to be accepted in their social circles. So it becomes a bit of a problem for the teachers to be accepted in the society as a leader, as a social agent of change, and as somebody who is going to address all the issues of the school, community, family, and society. Although these roles are pretty difficult for the teachers to adopt, but in order to be a perfect teacher or in order to make an influence in the school and in the lives of the learners, the teachers have to cope with this. They have to understand the values and beliefs that the community around the school carries. They also need to understand the values and beliefs of people who are attached to their learners, like, for example, the families, the extended families, and the parents. What do they think about the school, and what do they perceive the teacher to be? Do they perceive the teacher to be just a person who reads from the books and imparts knowledge to their learners? Or do they think that this teacher has a role in the society and this teacher is going to lead and guide their children to somewhere in a direction where these learners and children, they become useful citizens? Therefore, keeping all these things in mind, the teachers have to develop some patterns in their behavior, which patterns would be culturally accepted by the society, the community, the school, and the learners themselves. These social patterns will be depending on many things. Therefore, the teachers have to have a collaborative action to discuss amongst themselves that how would they address all these issues and how would they cope with the demands of the society and how would they be able to address the restrictions laid by the society. It is not a matter of having a confrontation with the parents or the society or the community. That will not be helpful. It is best to deal with the problem. It is best to find out ways, solutions, and those can be found out when there is an understanding of what the opposite party wants. It is always beneficial to understand the point of view of the parents and the community from which the students are coming to that particular school. If once the students and the parents and the teachers, along with the school staff, discuss what type of cultural pattern would be better for them to adopt, how would they like their teachers to be? Would they like them to be a part of their society? Would they like them to address the issues the students are facing in the society? Or would they like to have them isolated for the classroom teaching only? It is best to have a dialogue with the parents and the community members along with the school staff and find out what type of an expectation do the learners have for the teachers and what type of an expectation the parents have for the teachers, so that the teachers can cope with all these beliefs and thus find out a way to address the issues that are coming from the community or the society. Like, for example, sometimes there are some certain communities who do not like the intervention of teachers in the society, in the sense that they do not encourage the teachers to be attending the community events. On the other hand, there are some communities who would be encouraging and wanting and expecting that the teachers should be participating in the social events of the community as well. So this understanding is very important to be clarified. And this can only happen if there is a communication and an interaction between the school, the community, the parents. This social interaction will lead the teachers to know what are the beliefs of the society or the community and how they need to act and participate. And then they can take up the role which is expected by the community. There has to be no confrontation between the two parties. Rather, the interaction has to be very smooth. It should not be taken as personal. For example, if a certain community does not want the teacher's participation, the teachers should not take it personal, and vice versa. If the teachers are not able to address the issues which are arising in the community, the teachers need to inform the community about it. There is no shame in informing that they have not been able to find a solution. Rather, it is a shame when someone promises to find a solution and does not act on that. So it is better that the dialogue keeps on going in order to find out what are the expectations and whether those expectations would be also looked up to and carried on by the teachers and the students and the staff of the school, so that in continuation of those efforts, in order to complete those tasks which have been expected by the community, are addressed wisely.